Taming the Demon by Alme Lasquera. Chapter 5, Lucky Punch! 2, Failure and Beginning. Hiruma liked how easily the kid accepted his outrageous idea. Even Carita had called it insane, and while the shrimp certainly didn't look too enthusiastic about the plan, he followed every step of it without question. This pleased the blonde quarterback to the point that he praised the kid even though he didn't properly catch the ball. This was made up for when the shorty seamlessly caught the blonde's back pass and took off down the field. Hiruma would never get tired of watching Sena run. He found it vaguely irritating, though, when Mr. Spear Tackle stepped on the field. All of the kids' focus immediately shifted and centered fixedly on that damn Shin Seijuro. The blonde hated watching the linebacker take down his ace player again and again and again. By the end of the first half, the White Knights were leading 20 points to 6, and the combination of pain and despair was prominent in the running back's eyes. But then it was gone somehow. Hiruma didn't know if it was seeing the other Devil Bats as exhausted and beat up as he was, or maybe Demon was stirring under the surface and wanted payback. Either way, the brat began to run faster and faster, even though it was probably ready to keel over. Unfortunately, with Shin on the field, the interceptions no longer worked, nor would the freak so much as bat an eyelash at Hiruma telling him the kid was faster. And it's the truth! Though Tawara's reaction when compared to Carita was absolutely hilarious. The kid was dying out there, so Hiruma put him on the bench for defense. Obviously, Damon's defense was absolute crap, so when the ball was turned back over to Damon's offense, there were 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Ojo had a 50-point lead. It was officially game over. Except that it wasn't. The kid didn't want to give up yet. He wasn't going to leave that field until he had made Shin-san eat his dust. Wimp shrimp just didn't say it like that. Possible speech impediments aside, the shrimp had done what not even Carita or the fact that a certain Shinryuji Dreadhead was watching could have done. He convinced Hiruma to continue to participate in the match they were 100% chance going to lose. The blonde didn't think twice about his reaction to the resolve in the kid's voice. At least initially. Nor did he really attempt to classify the look on his face. Ice shield was in the way, besides he had other crap to think about. Later, he would wonder why he did it. Why he gave in so easily to a mere child's demand. He may write it off as being cautious of Demon, but he would never be fully satisfied with that answer. So the thought would linger unbidden in the back of his mind. But that came later. Right now, he was calling a huddle. The kid ran play after play, took tackle after tackle. It was a miracle he wasn't dead yet, let alone kept standing back up and running again and again. Crashing into Sakuraba didn't even faze him. And the fuck was the receiver doing on the field anyway? The tall boy gets carted off with a broken collarbone, and the wimpy kid doesn't even seem to realize a collision happened. Talk about eyes on the prize. And what a prize it was. Hiruma had decided enough was enough with running outside. It was time to bust through head on. The fat ass pulled his weight, or rather pushed it, and held off both Otawara and Shin just long enough for Sena to get a couple second head start, which Shin swiftly eliminated. But that wasn't the end of it. Oh no, Hiruma watched as Shin extended his arm and waited for the scene to play out like it had since the first quarter. But it didn't. Hiruma got the chills just before it happened. Chills that tickled his neck and shoulders every time he saw the minuscule realignment of the kid's shoulders, the twitch of his back straightening, and the sudden firmness in his step. Demon was fed up. Demon was not going to go down like the shrimp had repeatedly. Demon was not going to run away squealing for mommy. Demon was not going to let the adversary get away with this. Demon was definitely leaving Shin in the dust and scoring a touchdown just because he could. Then the shrimp collapsed. The blonde knelt next to him, staving off concerned players as the manager pulled out the first aid kit. But the kid was fine. He had finally reached his limit, though, and the fat ass had to carry him off the gridiron. The quarterback didn't need to see the smile on the brat's face to know it was beautiful. A guy's smile can, in fact, be described as beautiful. Deal with it! No, the blonde was not defending anything in his own mind. Why would you ask that? If it just so happened that a boy he knew had some feminine facial features, big expressive eyes, small pert nose, soft-looking cheeks, lips pink from being bitten nervously, then why shouldn't he use an adjective with a feminine connotation? It was perfectly legitimate to call the smile beautiful no matter what gender the person smiling was. Hiruma's mind carried on that track until he heard the kid slip up addressing the manager. Why does he call her Nichan anyway? Luckily, or not, so depending on your point of view, Anazaki's view of Sena was so firmly set as weak and pathetic she didn't even begin to connect the dots. Prejudices can be really harsh. As predicted, Damon lost. The spring tournament was over for them, and the fat ass cried like it was the end of the world. Didn't anyone tell the kid about the fall tournament?